Hello guys.
Hi.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is the Fab family. I'm Femisowole and this is my wife.
My name's Abigail.
That's it. That's just it, my wife. Yeah, so first of all, thank you so much guys. I mean, the love and the support we've had recently from you guys has been overwhelming. Thank you so much for the likes, for the comments, for the subscription, and for reaching out to us. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So today we will be talking about
our first month experience in the UK.
Very frustrating first month. Very frustrating.
But compared to some people's story, it's not like so frustrating, but to us it was frustrating. It wasn't what we expected or anticipated. We get.
See, the plan actually was to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
We get to the UK today, we start working tomorrow. In a few days, we move into our accommodation. Like everything, step by step. We already planned out everything.
We laid out plan.
We already felt, okay, it might not work exactly the way we planned it. But I mean, if you are targeting 100 and you score 90 or you score 80, you still, have a sense of achievement a little bit. But this one was like having a target of 100 and scoring like 10. It was that bad. It was that
so
bad.
Annoying. The number one annoying thing, okay, let's start from the very top. When you get to the UK, the first thing you're expected, one of the first things you're expected to do is to get your BRP. Your BRP stands for Biometric Residence Permit.
Praise God.
Kill me. I know it.
Over.
So, as I was saying, you get your BRP. Without this BRP, it's like your permit to stay in the UK. Without it, you don't have a means of identification. You can't work. You can't even rent. You can't do anything. You must not even work too much. They will ask where's your ID. You know get ID. So it's like you are illegal. You get. So that's the first thing you're supposed to do. For those that don't know now. So when we got to the UK, we were staying in Birmingham with our friend. So we came into Derby. That's where we are. That's our place of residence.
Our base.
That's our base. Okay, so we left Birmingham and we came to Derby to get our BRP, right? We go to the post office. I've never heard it in my life. We go to the post office and they told us our BRP is not there. It's not here. It has not come. And that's the word they use. It has not come. I was like, come where? Where is it? We thought it was a joke. Honestly, we thought it was a joke. Because people that we came in together, the day before we came into UK together, we all met at the post office to get our BRP, and they all collected this. So we met some people. They've collected. Some were already on the queue, and we came. We were the only one. But
I even said that the person that attended to us, that did not check very well. We now went back to the queue again to start again.
To the back of the
queue. We went to another person to attend to us, and the woman told us that our colleague already checked. That is not there. We said she should help us check. Maybe he didn't check properly. She said no, that she can't waste her time. That she was even already finding.
Yes, she was already.
She can't waste her time. That we have to go and come back some other time. We said, when should we come back? She said the following week.
The Friday of the following week.
Yes, the following week. To now make matters, so they were now showing us one Indian guy. That it happens that we should. There's one guy too that has been coming over and over for 6 weeks. For 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Kimashi for 6 weeks. Hey. My heart. In
fact, that just ruined that day for us.
That day. I think you took.
For people that know me personally, I'm very project oriented. I take everything up as a project. If I want to eat food, it's like a project. If I want to go somewhere, it's like a project. So that too was like a project. It was now as if the project already failed. Instantly, my head just started headaching me. My head was headaching like, I mean, I just I think when we got to, I just went to sleep.
Yes.
I can't even remember.
We were so moody that even people we were staying with, they were trying to encourage us, you know, but coupled with the fact that, I mean, also very annoying. See that period now, like I don't want to experience it again. It was so frustrating. Like I was not like, the village people follow us here. How come with only both of us that didn't get BRP that day? How is it? I was now calling some other people that were already in the UK that, is this possible? Have they heard of this before? He said it's like 1 in 100. Hey!
We're the 1 in 100. So that one even went like that. But okay, BRP. I think that same day we went to the post office to check our BRP. We also went for house viewings. I can't remember the number of viewings. This house where we are.
Yeah.
So we landed today. We came for the viewing tomorrow. We already booked the viewing from Nigeria before we travel.
Yeah.
You get. So part of the documents you are supposed to submit for check references and verification is BRP. We don't get BRP.
Even our friend in Birmingham was like, okay, since we've not even gotten accommodation in Derby, we can even, assuming we had our BRP, we would have started working in Birmingham. They couldn't book shifts for us. We couldn't go for anything because no BRP.
There are jobs in the UK that you can start almost immediately.
Almost immediately.
You learn today, you can start working tomorrow. So far you have a BRP. There are jobs you can start almost immediately. But that BRP just, delayed a lot of things for us. And that was very, very annoying.
So for about some days we didn't do anything. We were just sleeping and waking up and eating.
Watching TV.
It was so annoying. Like it was so, I cried. I was like, oh, she got to watch the lele.
Me that I came with full charged ginger. Like ginger just did my body. Like, my friend was telling me, just share, don't worry. You walk and you get tired. Then I said, let me get tired first. I just want to walk. Let me get tired. Don't worry. Let me just start walking.
And okay, apart from that, we are staying with someone.
Yeah.
You know how it's not like they really welcomed us. In fact, it was like, so they didn't make us feel like visitors or something. But it cannot be like your own place.
Yeah.
You understand? My husband did not change clothes. It cannot be like your place, actually. So the other thing that frustrated us in the first month is accommodation. I mean, we already came to check the house. If one lay, if our money we want to pay. These people are not like that. So in the UK, even if you have your money, you'll be using your money to beg landlord. It's not like back home that you can use one landlord to do shakara. That's why this house, the thing we want is shall give it to us. So when we go back, we are now like waiting to hear back from the agent that maybe it has clicked, or maybe they like us because they have to like you too, or maybe they want to give us their house. We didn't hear anything, and we're still doing some other viewings. So after about 10 days, we called the agent that, Alpha, should we still be looking? Was it 10 days?
2 weeks thereabout.
2 weeks. Should we still be looking for accommodation? She said no, we shouldn't look for accommodation again, and we're happy. Okay, thank you. Hoping that maybe the next 2 days she will call us. They did not call us. So they started asking guarantor. They started doing reference. The kind of documentation they put into accommodation.
The one that even got to me again was when they said they already checked our guarantor. They confirmed all the details about him, where he lives, where he works, everything confirmed. They sent documents for him to his.
In case you don't know, you need to have you've not worked in the UK now. You need to have a guarantor to have to get accommodation. You need someone that has been working in the UK for at least 6 months. That has all the...
Yeah, it's not like it's compulsory. The alternative is you pay 6 months rent, 3 months rent, all those stuff. But preferably have a guarantor. Yeah, so they sent the documents to the guarantor for him to sign. He signed and he returned to the... So we called the agent again that guarantor has signed that. When should we come for it? She said no. Now we'll have to wait for another week. Cool off period. Guarantor has signed. They're saying the guarantor needs to cool off.
That the guarantor might change his mind. So that's another 1 week. Was it 1 week, babe, or 5 days?
5 working days. Now.
5 working days. So we were just, they've given us the house now. But they said guarantor might change his mind. So we now waited another 1 week. The guarantor will not change his mind. They are so detailed. I don't understand. How can my guarantor change mind?
He cannot change his mind. It's like he was the one that came with us for the viewing the other day.
Guarantor even came with us.
That you have to follow through the procedure.
I was not trying to convince her that no, he can't change his mind. He's our friend. She said, I know, but that's how we do it. My life. Okay, so eventually, finally, we moved into the house. So accommodation out of the way now. What next?
Yeah, we've got our BRP too. We didn't mention.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the BRP, they asked us to come the following Friday. But we were in Derby for a viewing or job, something on Wednesday instead of Friday. So that Wednesday we just said, let's just check if it's available. So me, I didn't want to go because the guy already. What happened?
I think you went back.
I went back after the second. Let's go back. Rewind. Okay, so the day we went together and they said they can't check again, we went. So later in the day, before we left Derby, I came back to the post office because my body they hurt. So I went back. The guy already identified me. I was like, no, I've been here before. You can't check again. I was like, village people. Okay, so the Wednesday that we got to them, that's like 1 week after. We didn't wait for the Friday. We said let's just check. So Baba went inside since maybe they don't know his face, and thankfully it don't come. Thankfully it was already available. So that's how we got our BRP. So in case you don't get your BRP immediately you land, it's not. It happens. It says it's because of the UKVI rush and whatever. Okay, so after accommodation.
Just how many days? How many days after moving into our house? The light issue.
I don't focus now. That's how our light just went off.
See, the thing is, actually, jobs were lined up. But because we did not have our BRP for ID verification and all that stuff, we didn't have the BRP, we couldn't work. So, no means of earning. And because our friend was so gracious and, so loving, so accommodating, we stayed with him. We didn't have to pay for much, except just buy some little groceries and the likes. So we're still saving up the money to pay for our rent and still have a little change left on us. About 2 or 3 days, I can't remember exactly, but about 2 or 3 days after we moved into our house, our apartment, the lights just went off. Man. So, okay, they know they take lights for a year now. How will lights just go? I went outside, checked around. I saw that there was light from the passage. There was light downstairs. There was light. I came back to the apartment. Lights don't go now. What's happening? What's going on? Eventually, we discovered that the meter for this apartment is pay as you go. So you have to top up. You guys understand what pay as you go means. We should not extend the matter. I think that same day we paid £22, £5 and I think 17
No,
pounds.
we paid £15.
No, £5. We first did £5.
Okay, it didn't work.
It didn't work. We first loaded £5. It didn't work. So one of our neighbors now told us that there's a deficit of £15. That once you use up your money, it will you can still use up to -15 in case there are some things you are using the electricity for. So we have to first pay up the -15 before our own top up. So eventually we used about £22 before the light came back on. We've not started working. We are already paying light bills.
Spending money.
Which kind of wahala with this? So the zeal and the desire to start working doubled.
You won't say working, bills are already
we were
piling up.
almost broke.
almost. We were like this, quarter to broke. You know, no, we were broke, but quarter to empty.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word.
About one corner.
You know, go corner.
Small thing like this. Let's just buy banana. Hey, which banana? Where is it? Sorry, banana £1.19.
You know, £1.19. £20 minus £1. You know, £19. You walk in, she say, "I see mirror, let's buy mirror."
We don't have any mirror at home.
You see, I did like this already. I did like this. You have £20 or less than £20. You are thinking about mirror. I think about banana.
How much is mirror we saw?
If you see,
I know that work would definitely
wait. If you see this one, how much is this one? It's just £1. How much is this one? It's just £2. And before you be like this, the money has cleared. Imagine we use up the light again. We now have to pay under £10 or under £15. From which money? So we shall thank God that eventually. I think we also doubled our effort into getting jobs that we could start immediately. Because
there was one we were just doing training. We were just doing training on Zoom. Training for like 4 days. On the first day, like, this one cannot work. Cannot sit down between training like this. And we now eventually found out that they won't pay for the training. That was very annoying. So we just wasted 3 days on that training. They are not going to pay for it. On the first day,
I mean, there was a particular day we were working about looking for recruitment agencies around where we live. You know, so we got one and we got a link, a job that I had to go for. I think the next day that I had to buy out of money that has almost finished. I think that's what finished money. They said we should buy. I should buy boots. And what is it called?
It's not jungle boots. What's that?
Safety boots.
Safety boots. Yeah.
The first store we went to, safety boot of around £20 or so. Safety boot for £20. A lot of places that I heard about, they will be the ones to give you safety boots and all the vest, everything you put on. Why are you telling me to go and buy safety boots? There's no safety boot. I said I wasn't buying. The next day, I went to all these second-hand shops, charity stores, to look for safety boots. The one here, they said, as I yesterday, the day before, they had about 3 or 4. When I told them my size, that somebody just came and cleared everything. So I still went back there to buy the safety boot of around £20.
And that's how the money just finished.
But and you know, here, if you work this week, you're not getting paid this week. If it's weekly pay, you get paid 1 week in arrears. So the work for this week will be paid for next week. So I did 2 days sharply, but we couldn't get the money. We just had to rough things together. And all through those 3 weeks, those 4 weeks, the thought was just like, a lot of people back home, you guys will be thinking that once I land inside UK like this, all my problems are finished. It's just to be freshing. Let me just be living lavish and be freshing. But about me, no be so it be. Of course, things will get better, you know. Everything will get softer, you know. It's just that settling in phase. It might be rough.
The first few months are usually rough. I mean, we know a lot of people that maybe we got accommodation in 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, they're still looking for
accommodation.
Especially people with 3 months,
they don't have accommodation yet.
So it's a lot. So when you come in, we are just sharing our experiences, so you know what to expect. You don't have plan A, plan B, plan C,
plan D and E.
Why
you doing plan F?
Because you will need it. Things don't usually work out. It's usually rough. Especially if you're coming with your children, your family, accommodation, so just have money. Don't finish all your money in the airport or in Nigeria. Have something. You definitely need it. In fact, we don't even need to say that. And then things won't go as planned. So as I
might not go as planned. We're not trying to stain your thoughts. Because also we know of a friend, not a friend, we met, I think at the airport, or we met here. He got his accommodation in about 9 days, 9 to 10 days. We landed this week. The guy went to eat African food at Nottingham. With his small son. He got accommodation the following week and they moved in.
It was quite frustrating.
But they came from Manchester.
Yeah.
it might not be so frustrating for you, and it's possible it won't be frustrating at all, provided you have money.
If you have the money, it won't be frustrating.
It won't be so frustrating.
You just pay Airbnb and you're cool.
If they tell you your BRP will come in 1 month, you just keep paying Airbnb, no issues, you know. You don't have to hurry to work, you know, those kind of things. But we're just giving you a heads up in case things go sideways. Just be prepared, be mentally prepared, be financially prepared, be emotionally prepared, because it can be overwhelming, honestly. It can be overwhelming. There are still problems here, but they are fresh problems. They are not like a problem from your home country, but there are still problems here. There are still a little bit of, you know, here and there, but everything will work out fine. Things will get softer, things will get better, you know, and you adjust. You adjust. But just know that don't be waiting can be you.
So
that's it though.
Alright,
So
guys.
So
I think that's all.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
So see you some other time. See you later.
Thank you thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please, if you are new on the channel, kindly click on the subscribe button and join the Fab family. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much. Till
next time.